Kenneth, every time I open TikTok, somebody says, put your money into an S&P 500 index fund. Well, I already did that. I want to invest in some other things. What do you got? Well, you came to the right place and you asked the right person, and that's why you're smashing that follow right now, because my name is Kenneth, and I've been investing for over 20 years, trading stocks for the last 13 years, and I'm fully self-taught. The reality is a lot of new investors know the importance of diversification, but they don't want to buy individual stocks. So what can they do? You know that you can diversify your holdings through ETFs alone? I'm going to show you what I mean. Come with me. This is an S&P 500 index fund, and you can see that it is up 14% year to date. And over the last 10 years, it's up 146%. It has an extremely low expense ratio, and it pays a dividend. They invest in the S&P 500, which means that they invest in 506 companies. And this is their total breakdown based on sectors. But what if you wanted to invest in dividends? You might be interested in something like SCHD, which is actually down a lot year to date. They also have an extremely low expense ratio and a pretty solid dividend. Not only that, but they have 13% dividend growth over the last 5 years, and they've grown their dividend for a total of 11 years. These are their top 10 holdings, and you can see they invest in 104 companies. And this is their sector breakdown. But you want growth, so what do you invest in? One option to consider is the Vanguard Information Technology Fund, which is up 35% year to date. It also has a very low expense ratio, and their dividend is not great, but who really cares when you get growth like this? Over the last 10 years, it is up 407%. These are their top 10 holdings. They invest in 322 companies, and this is their breakdown based on sector. All right, we've got dividends, we've got broad market S&P 500, we've got growth. What if you wanted an index fund that was very, very specific to a really unique industry that you thought had a lot of potential over the long term and you wanted to invest in it? I am about to blow your mind. Let's say you wanted to invest in clean energy, but you just off the top of your head don't know any clean energy ETFs. Literally just go on to Seeking Alpha's browser, type in clean energy ETF, and look at the options that pop out. What if you're interested in, Yep, you can search for them too. And yeah, you've got your tech-heavy ETF, but you are really interested in the metaverse. AI, robotics, self-driving electric vehicles. That search bar on Seeking Alpha. So now when somebody says,